Hello and welcome to Unfuck Your Mind. I'm your host, Zak Lioutas. And first, I'm going to start off by saying happy 2020. Now, you may think that I'm behind schedule, and it is the seventh day of the new year, but I've been really celebrating the 2020 energy since November, since the last retrograde, to be honest with you. And this is something that I've learned in the last year when Spirit had me connect more with energetic frequencies than with the human calendar, or they will call it the Gregorian calendar. But what I realize is that when you're living in this parallel world with the human aspect of living, we all need that. We all need to survive, to eat, to work out, to take care of ourselves, and the spirit realm where we connect to a higher frequency, to recognize the truth of who we are. Something special rings inside of you. Now, I don't even know where this conversation is going. What I just did was I just turned this on and I'm just giving spirit the free fall of recording this conversation. And I'm just going to give it to you the way it is, raw from the heavens, I would call it, from all galaxies and planets. So it's 2020. This energy's been around since November, right after retrograde. It was just starting at that time. So what is it that you are working on? What is it that you are wanting to create for yourself? What emotion is it that you want to feel more often than others? So when you look at 2020, you have to look at life in general and really take a step back to observe how you want to feel. And yes, it's going to be scary to move to that place because you may have to leave your spouse, you may have to leave your job, or you may need to get another job or just to get into the workforce, or you may become an entrepreneur or open up a brick and mortar shop. There's 1,001 different ways that you can activate your soul to live this life that you want to create for yourself. And when you get into that state of mind of not allowing others to penetrate their vocal cords in your mind, where you make it yours and let it sit in your cells, and wondering, is this person saying the truth of what they're saying, or are they projecting their fears and doubts onto me, telling me that I can't do certain things, or that I will not succeed, or that I'm making a mistake? Regardless if it's your relationship with a spouse or a partner, relationship with money, relationship with your career, relationship with your kids. It's the relationship that you have within yourself. So that's what really needs to change when you're working in this new energetic frequency. The word that my friend said the other day she was using is surrender. And I looked at her and I said, yeah, that's the word for January, is to surrender. Surrender. You have no control. You only are able to take actions. And when you surrender and follow through with how you want to feel and what you want your life to look like and who you want to surround yourself with, you surrender and follow the steps and guidance that you are receiving within your soul. There's only magic that can come out of that, because it's aligned with your highest purpose. It's aligned with your highest self. It's aligned with your truth and your authenticity. This is what I call, it's aligned with your empress or your emperor, to whoever's listening to this. And when you get into that full alignment, you work through a lot of the fears and you work through a lot of the doubts, and you have to deal with the inner child, and you have to deal with being that inner child, hearing your mom's voice, your dad's voice, your teacher's voice, the media's voice, everyone's voice, just putting you into that place that maybe you felt that you weren't good enough, you weren't smart enough, that you weren't going to become something special because there was something missing within you. I know I had to go through that, and I know a lot of other people had to go through that. When you are able to get to the core healing of that, and it's not easy to get there, especially if you don't know what you're doing. This is where I could come in. when you get to the core of that, you unleash this new life within yourself. You unleash this magic. And it's this feeling, and it's this bliss, and it's this orgasm. That's just the best way I could describe it. That is in a continuous flow of the happiness that you're in, regardless of what reality is showing you. You know that you are taken care of, and that all is going to turn out better than you could actually visualize. This is the energy of 2020. Yes, surrender. Yes, let go. Yes, trust. Yes, believe. Yes, activate. Yes, cry it out, for crying out loud. But one thing that you truly need to believe is to believe in yourself. To believe that now is the time for you to live for yourself and to live in full capacity of who you are for the people that surround you, regardless if it's your spouse and your kids or your family, your extended family, whoever it is. But live in your authenticity. Don't live in this. The words can't even come out of my mouth because the pain is so deep. But don't live in this facade world, making it seem that everything is okay, when really deep down inside of you, you are literally fully beat up. I remember when I was there years ago, and I felt paralyzed when I was there. And I called that depression. I gave it a name. And after I gave it a name, I divorced it. And after I divorced it, I fell in love with something new, and that new was me. That new was the child in me. The new was the new voice inside of me. The healed heart within my chest. That's who I started to fall in love with. And when you start to do that, it doesn't change all at one time. But I'll tell you this, it changes when you put you first. And you're thinking, how do I put me first? I got kids, I got a husband, I got a partner, I got a job. Easy. What makes you happy? We all have everything. Regardless if I have kids or not, I have nieces and nephews that I tend to when their parents can't tend to them. I have a mother that I tend to. There's things that even those that you think don't have anything to tend to because they don't have physical children of their own, we're all tending to something and forgetting to tend to the most important thing, you. And when you start paying attention to the you and fall in love with the you, everything else around you also activates. Because now you are happy and those around you are happier and everything around you becomes happier. That's what 2020 is all about, and the new decade. Next decade is going to be powerful. Heaven is on earth. The veil is see-through. It's not thin, it's transparent. So allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be who you are. And let go of the fears of what others will think about you. It doesn't matter what another thinks about you. It's what you think about yourself. It's how you see yourself. It's how you want to see yourself. Everyone will have an opinion of you. Everyone has opinions. You have opinions of other people too. But that's just your reflection of you because that's all you could see in them. So that's your opinion, regardless if you like that trait, attribute, or personality of the individual, or you don't. That's when people give you their opinion of you. When they like something, when they don't like something, or something that they wish they had. That is also when someone likes you, doesn't like you, is jealous of you. There's a lot of energetic frequency. So remember, make 2020 a year for you. What makes you happy? What elevates your soul? What connects you to your higher consciousness, which is the self-love? Self-love is simple. Breathe deep, ask yourself if you're okay, and allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be where you need to be at this present moment. Allow yourself to just be in the stillness and the noise in your mind. Just be in that place of inner peace. Be in that place of salvation. Be in that place of love. Be in that place of bliss. Be in that place of surrender. Be in that place of knowingness. Be in that place of unity and unification, oneness. Just be. Just not as easy as it sounds at times. But when you master it, when you recognize you, when you step into many parts of you, there's only beauty that can arise where pain was left off. So I'll end this off by saying, happy 2020. This energy has been alive now for quite some time. And if you have been feeling uncomfortable in the last couple of months, that's because your soul is nudging you and saying, hey, baby cakes, there's something better for you out there. Leave this mediocre life and let's go venture a new life together. Let's go venture more happiness, more love. Welcome to 2020. I look forward to connecting with you. I look forward to delivering you these podcasts. And please drop me a line and let me know what you'd like to hear more of. We have a lot of different episodes that I'm working on right now. I have a 1-year program called Soul Activation Academy where we help women, where you could activate your soul to recognize your confidence, your empress inside of all that suffering. Where we activate your soul to create more financial abundance in your life. Soul Activation Academy is 2 programs in one. I just didn't want to offer 2 programs anymore. I wanted to bring it all together because that's just a sequence of how life has worked out when I've worked with women. They find their confidence, they start a business, or they get a raise at work, or they open up a brick and mortar. So there's so many ways that I work with women when it comes to activating their soul and activating their money game. So I'm calling all empresses that are now ready to awaken into a new self, to tap into your higher consciousness. Link will be in the description. Feel free to connect with me. And don't forget, 2020 is the steps that you take in order to create a better life for yourself and those that surround you and those that you love. Have a great day. Till we speak again, stay fresh, stay bold, fierce, and unstoppable. Bye for now.